In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. All praise belongs to Allah. Allah, we thank you. We thank you. We praise you. We ask for your forgiveness. We seek refuge with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the evil of our very self and from the consequences of our evil deed. Whosoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides, no one will misguide you, and whosoever Allah misguided, no one will guide you. And I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his prophet and his messenger. Brothers and sisters in Islam, today inshallah very briefly we will talk about what foster the community, the brotherhoods, the sisterhoods of the community, what can make it move forward. This is a very wide and broad topic. So, my topic today actually is like the 7 verses of the Holy Quran that talk about fostering the brotherhood. We call ourselves Muslim, alhamdulillah, we all pray Jummah together, we do everything together, but how many verses of the Quran, or what are the verses of the Quran that tell us to move forward with that? And we all know what community means. Community means the group of people get together, like how we are right now is considered to be a community. But before I go to the verses, the 7 verses of the Quran that talk about community empowerment, I will start with the Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam community, or they call it community of Medina, because Rasul and his followers, when they were in Mecca, they were persecuted. Everybody couldn't speak for them, nobody selling to them, nobody doing everything. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was so distressed, seeing his followers are suffering like that, to the point that he ordered some of them to go to Africa, what is called right now Ethiopia or Abyssinia, to go there, because he said that there is a king over there. He makes sure nobody, mess with them. But for some reason, they came back, and Allah ordered him to migrate to Medina. So before I talk about how we can live as a community, let me tell you briefly how Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam established and created his unique community. When Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to Medina, the enthusiasm was so high. People were rejoicing, people were celebrating, to the point that people were all over in the street. Oh, the messenger of Allah, the messenger of God is here. The messenger of God has arrived. So people were all over in the street, all over, women, children, everybody there to receive him. And when Rasul arrived in Medina, this is a city that comprised 2 major tribes. They call them Al-Aus wal-Khazraj. These are people that have been in fierce fighting for decades. And then in the same Medina, there was a Jewish community living in Medina. Arabs and Jews, they were living together unanimously. They were living together, in harmony. There is no confusion. They don't have nothing. So what Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam did, according to Abdullah ibn Salam, this Abdullah ibn Salam was a Jewish rabbi when Rasul entered Medina. So when the dust set down, Abdullah ibn Salam, according to him, he said, I'll walk out. I want to see this wonderful man that claiming to be a messenger of Allah. I want to go see him. So Abdullah ibn Salam walked out, and then according to him, he said, when I saw the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and when I looked at his face, I look at him and I say to myself, this man is not looking like somebody who is a liar. He is not looking like a liar. That's not our concern right now. But our major concern, when Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam was giving his inaugural speech, because he coming to Medina as a leader of the new state. So normally, like what we're doing now in the regular Sunday, when somebody is appointed as a president or somebody be elected as a president, he will give inaugural speech. So we'll talk about that. That will give you a general picture about how a Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam community was looking like. What a Rasul said in his inaugural speech, Ya ayyuhan nas afsu salam wa at'imu ta'am wa silu al-arham وَصَلُّوا بِاللَّيْلِ وَالنَّاسُ نِيَامٌ تَدْخُلُوا الْجَنَّةَ بِالسَّلَامِ. Among all the things the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in his inaugural speech, he said, according to this Abdullah ibn Salam, as a matter of fact, Abdullah ibn Salam, even though he was a rabbi and he was a Jewish person, but later he converted to Islam and he became one of the companions of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's why he narrated this story to us. Okay, what Rasul said in his inaugural speech, Rasul said, all people, all mankind, spread salam, spread speech, peace, spread peace of greeting. I mean, we Muslims, when we're telling people Salamu Alaikum, means peace be upon you. So Rasul said, spread speech. Alright? Spread peace. And then feed the hungry. Rasul also said, feed the hungry. Whosoever in the community is hungry, it is a responsibility of the whole entire community to make sure that person don't go to bed hungry. If your God is full, or you full, and then your neighbor is hungry, that means you are not part of the Islamic community. That means you are not following the teaching of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If you take arm against your fellow man, that's the first one. When we tell somebody Salamu Alaikum, peace be on you, you can't tell somebody peace on you, then you raise your hand, you slap the person in the face. That means you don't mean what you're saying from your heart. If you call yourself Muslim, when you tell somebody Salamu Alaikum, you don't backbite that person. When you say Salamu Alaikum to your fellow man, you don't, cause namima, between people. When you say Salamu Alaikum to your fellow brother or sister, you don't cause that person and his family to be disarrayed. And the list goes on and on and on. That's the first thing we say Salamu Alaikum. When you say Salamu Alaikum, even the Hebrew, even the Jewish people, they say Salamu Alaikum too. It's so much sin. So peace is everything. For you to perform Jumu'ah, for you to do anything, we have to create an atmosphere. We have to create an environment where people will perform their prayers peacefully. That's one of the things. There's the second one. Wasilu al-harham. You maintain the kinship of your fellow family people. If you have a brother, if you have long distance, cousin, nephew, make sure that relationship should tie. Don't cut speech from your brothers. Don't cut speech from your sisters. Your close relatives and so on. Don't never you do that. That means you are not practicing what Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked you to do. وَصَلُّوا بِاللَّيْلِ وَالنَّاسُ قِيَامٌ. Wake up in the night, particularly the last quarter of the night before the Fajr. Wake up, cut off the sleep, and get up and pray when everybody is asleep. And then the last one, Rasul said, if we do that as a Muslim, if we do that as a community, if we do that as a human, what's going to happen? Tadukulu al-jannata bisalam. Rasul said, he guarantee you, or he guarantee any one of us that follow this instruction, Rasul say you will enter Al-Jannah.